Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is finally here, arriving nearly 2 decades after Metroid Prime 3 and after years of anticipation, speculation, and intense fan conversations. This isn't a review. Today, we're taking a deep dive into what Metroid Prime 4 actually is, what makes it unique among the rest of the series, what the gaming world is saying about it, and why so many players are both excited and divided about Samus Aran's return. The journey to this point has been long. Originally announced years ago with only a logo and little else, the game went through a major development reset before Retro Studios, the creators of the original Prime trilogy, took it over and steered it toward release. What that means is that Metroid Prime 4 carries both the legacy of its predecessors and the weight of years of expectations on its shoulders. At its core, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond stays true to the essence of the Prime series in terms of exploration, atmospheric world design, and first person action. Samus Aran returns with her iconic arm cannon, her morph ball, and a host of new psychic powers that let her manipulate the environment and enemies in surprising ways. Abilities that were teased long before release and remain one of the signature gameplay innovations players are curious to explore. These abilities, shown off in trailers and previews, tie directly into the game's alien world building and the mysterious story that Retro has crafted for this chapter of Samus's journey. Visually, Metroid Prime 4 is frequently described as gorgeous and technically impressive, with some critics calling its environments evocative and richly detailed. Reviewers have commented that the atmospheric design and beautiful locales often surpass even the last generation's campaigns in environmental storytelling, creating a sense of discovery that's a hallmark of the franchise. Whether traversing lush jungles or mysterious ruins, the visual presentation is one of the aspects most consistently praised in early coverage. Yet, despite its visual strengths, the broader critical reception has been decidedly mixed. As of launch, the game sits in the 80 to 81 range on aggregate review sites, making it the lowest scoring mainline Metroid Prime game ever, even though that score still indicates generally favorable reviews overall when compared to other releases. Some outlets highlight this score as a sign that after years of hype and anticipation, the game doesn't quite meet the sky high expectations many fans had built up. Part of this divide in opinion comes down to the new elements introduced in Beyond. Some critics and players appreciate the ambition of adding open area segments that connect traditionally self contained Prime levels, including a motorcycle traversal mechanic, but others feel that these expanses disrupt the pacing or feel barren at times. This has led to debate over whether these additions are revolutionary or merely half measures that don't fully work. Another point of contention is the discussion surrounding Metroid Prime 4 is the presence of companion characters and a more talkative narrative tone than what classic Prime games delivered. While some outlets find these characters endearing or a fresh change of pace, others argue they detract from the isolated atmospheric tone that defined earlier entries. Some players and critics have even gone so far as to describe certain companions as intrusive or annoying, with vocal sections of the community sharing tips to mute them entirely just to focus on gameplay. Still, there are plenty of voices in the gaming world that celebrate Metroid Prime 4 for what it does do well. Many highlight its core shooting mechanics, its boss design, and its tight environmental exploration when it leans to classic Prime territory as some of the best parts of the experience. Longtime fans and newcomers alike have praised the sense of discovery that comes from uncovering hidden areas, solving environmental puzzles, and piecing together the lore of alien worlds. This praise often comes alongside the caveat that while Metroid Prime 4 isn't perfect, it still excels at the fundamentals that define the franchise. What's clear from the array of opinions is that Metroid Prime 4 is a conversation starter. It's a game that's being talked about not just for what it is, but for what it represents. The return of Samus after nearly 2 decades, the blend of classic and new ideas, and the inevitable split between nostalgic reverence and modern design expectations. Whether you think it's an underappreciated masterpiece or a title that doesn't quite live up to its heritage, there's no denying that Metroid Prime 4 has sparked passionate discussion across forums, comment sections, and social media posts. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads where we'll explore more games, breakdowns, and deep dives just like this one. Thanks for watching, and as always, game on.